So, guys, what I find fascinating is that the predictable pattern that emerges whenever market volatility hits the headlines. For instance, this morning, I was reading about Trump's reciprocal tariffs, and I was watching several stocks experience their worst drop in like 5 years. And it reminded me of something I noticed from several downturns, market cycles that I've experienced in the past and from selling in those. Firstly, 1991, then 2008, 2018, 2020, and again in 2022. And that's when the landscape shifts, two distinct paths emerge. And in that new reality, selling gets tougher, always. But not because demand disappears, because it doesn't, but because the decision-making environment transforms. Committees expand, approval thresholds tighten, budget scrutiny intensifies. The safe choice becomes doing nothing. Sales professionals naturally separate into two groups. The first group focuses on what they can't control. They attribute missed targets to external factors. The market's down, budgets are frozen, nobody's buying. They lower their expectations and wait for better conditions. Now, there's no judgment here, it's just a natural response. But then there's the second group. These professionals recognize that while market conditions aren't within their control, their ability to adapt is. They understand that when logic and potential ROI calculations take a backseat to fear and uncertainty, a different approach is required. So they elevate their selling skills. They master the art of navigating emotional decisions. They develop the ability to sell effectively when career preservation and risk aversion drive buying behavior. This is where truly remarkable sales careers are built. Because when companies struggle to hit their numbers during market volatility, who do you think gets noticed? Who gets opportunities? Who builds the foundation for long-term success? I'll tell you who. Those who can close deals while everyone else is making excuses. And this is what NeuroClose is designed to address. This gives you the ability to sell effectively when emotional and psychological factors dominate the decision-making process. And this approach has helped thousands of professionals thrive during previous market disruptions, and it is doing so again during this one already. So the question isn't about whether Trump's tariffs will affect the market, because they will. It's about which path you choose in response. Because in tough economic times, you can't rely on systems that had you operating at 30 to 40% in okayish conditions. You need a sales methodology that will help you become far more efficient. So today, as founder members of NeuroClose, you're going to be the first to discover a methodology that's built for precisely the kind of uncertainty you'll meet on your sales calls right now. The future of your sales career is too important to gamble or to leave to factors outside your control. And by the way, from 2009 to 2013, I experienced the peak of my career as a boots on the ground sales leader, building and leading multi-million pound direct sales teams up to 500 strong. And I acquired the skills needed to sell in tough economic times. So what you're about to learn today are 7 21st century selling skills that get today's buyers to close the sale for you 100% as their idea right now. Think Inception. Let's get stuck in.